How much are your pictures going for down the autograph one?
$10.
$10?
Just for the autograph, you have to buy the picture separately. Get it off the insult separately.
We're the account I wanted to do it for you.
No problem.
You want to jump in with us, you're welcome.
Believe me, I will.
John yet? No. No sign of John Southern?
Someone else.
There we are. All right, everybody, we're going to get started in about 2 minutes here, so if you just want to find a seat. That's the line of the night, find a seat. Here we go. Good evening, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to Chris's Jazz Cafe. Welcome to Eddie Lang Day in Philadelphia. And who would ever have thought we would have had this kind of turnout? This is absolutely amazing. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Of course, I guess we're not home watching the Phillies or anything, so what else are we going to do? Who said that? That was horrible. First of all, thank you very much to everybody for coming tonight. I want to start off with a little 10-minute commercial. This is probably the most talking you'll hear tonight, because, after all, it's all about the music, right? But I do want to say a few things and thank a few people that were very instrumental in putting this together. I want to thank, first of all, Mayor Lutter's office, Michael Lutter's office, for officially marking today Eddie Lang Day in Philadelphia. We're going to have a presentation of the proclamation at about 8 o'clock tonight, so we'll get to show you that. You can take a look at it. I certainly want to thank Chris's Jazz Cafe for letting us use our venue. We're having a hard time trying to find a place to host the event, and Chris has stepped up and we're very generous letting us use this place. So after tonight's turnout, who knows, they might put a second story on this and get a little more seating in here. Ed Massaro is here tonight. I want to thank him. We're going to bring him up a little bit later and thank him again, but he was very instrumental in helping me put this all together, so thank you, Ed, for coming out, the whole Massaro family. We have a lot of great acts tonight. These guys were very, very generous in what they've done tonight. Every musician here has come out and donated his time to play for free tonight, so let me just tell you who we have. We're going to start off the evening with some quiet time. We're going to have some solo guitar and duos and 3 or 4 pieces. We have me and Michael Salzberg. Salzberg will be coming up with violin, and we have Pat Mercury after that. We have some students from the Wissahickon High School. We're going to come up and play for you. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Because tonight's all about charity and trying to raise some money in the spirit of Eddie Lang and the spirit of music and helping young kids discover music programs and get involved in that. And not just get involved in the boredom of playing Atari. That's just my age. Xbox and Wii and all that kind of stuff all night. I think we still have an Atari. What's that game we used to play in your house? Sega. We have Ferco String Band is here tonight. If you can believe that, we're going to fit Ferco String Band here. So if any of you out-of-towners are here for the first time and you don't know what a mummer or what a string band is, you're in for a real treat. We have Marty Gross is going to be up here tonight. Internationally known guitar player Marty Gross will be coming. If you frequent Chris's Jazz Cafe, you've seen the Hop and John Orchestra. We have Mike Hood tonight with a smaller unit called Cornbread 5. They're going to be coming up. Rounding out the evening, Mike. We've got Jeff Lee Johnson and John Dicker are going to be coming up here playing Eddie Lang and Lonnie Johnson tunes, which is a real rare treat to hear this happening. So they'll be up rounding out the evening. We have a little open stage here tonight. If you play or if you sing, or you just want to come up and dance or whatever, feel free. I got to thank our sponsors tonight because they were very helpful in putting this all together. John Pierce Strings and Breezy Ridge Instruments, who were going to come tonight but unfortunately didn't make it, but they still contributed some good cash to the event to go towards charity. So I want to thank them. Dietz and Watson, Philadelphia traditional bass company, stepped up to the plate and really helped us out as well. So I'm very thankful that they helped us out. Vintage Guitar Magazine, I've got some free magazine. We all know why we're here tonight. We're here to pay tribute to a man who has mostly been overlooked in the widely commercial music scene. I mean, jazz musicians certainly know who he is. We all know who he is. He was very, very instrumental in defining the sound of the jazz guitar in the 20s. And lived right here in South Philadelphia, grew up in South Philadelphia, and unfortunately died at a young age. And if he had continued to live and continued to play and record, he certainly would have been a much bigger name than he already is. He inspired other people to play. Django Reinhardt, Wes Montgomery, Les Paul, I mean, on and on and on. People always refer to Eddie Lang as being an inspiration to them. And tonight, like I said, we have a lot of different types of music that he played. We have some solo guitar work, some duos, some trios, 11-piece bands. We have all sorts of different time periods Eddie Lang played in, different styles of music. So I'm sure one of your favorites is going to come up. So what we're going to do right now is start off the evening with a solo piece. This was the first one that I heard that really touched me and inspired me to start paying attention to Eddie Lang and see what he was doing and start to learn playing his style and eventually put this band together. And this is called April Kisses. Bermuda up here. Right now, I'd like to call to the stage a couple musicians. Where's John? I just saw John walk in. There he is. John, come on up here a minute, please. Have a seat back here in the 88s. Gentlemen that I've been playing with, actually I've been playing with John for a good 18 years, I believe now. We used to be in a band called the Kim Milliner Band, way back in the day. Kim was a clarinetist from Chatsford. And John was in that band along with Michael Salzberg, right here. Come on up here, Michael. Michael and I have been playing Lang and Venuti music together for 18 years now, and we go out and do this a lot as duos. We used to play at like Borders Books and places like that when they used to actually have music in there. And this is how the idea of tonight actually all got started. We were trying to book just a Venuti Lang show, and we just ended up turning it into this. So how you go from 2 pieces to about 60 guys is beyond me. But the song we're going to do now was the first song that Eddie Lang and Joe Venuti recorded together. And they recorded it as a duet, but we're going to do it as a 4-piece tonight. And this is called Black and Blue Bottom. Michael?
Ready? 2, 1, 2, 3.
Salzberg. Woo! Big guys on bass, John Sullivan. Eddie Lang developed the jazz style. He incorporated classical music and traditional Italian music and popular music of the day into his style. And this is April Kisses is kind of a classical style piece. And this next one is more with traditional Italian music that he would listen to growing up. And this is called A Little Love, A Little Kiss. Thank you. It was a little love, a little kiss.
Ready? Short version. Ready? Yep. 2, 3, 4.
Thank you. Michael Salzberg there in Joe Nudi's role.
It's another, actually the only other solo that we have recorded by Eddie Lang. Well, there's a lot to admire Eddie Lang for, and not the least of which was the fact that he did these magnificent solos at a time when no one else had tried anything like this in guitar. And even though he was a jazz guitarist, of course, we know that he was a violinist and violist first, and so he had classical training. But at the time he was taking up the guitar, he was already playing in jazz bands, and there wasn't really any classical guitar tradition yet, certainly not in Philadelphia. So what he came up with, he had to come up with on his own, and that's amazing in itself. Now the piece that I'm going to play is a shortened version of a piano prelude by Sergei Rachmaninoff. Now this is a piece that used to be played all over the place in the early part of the 20th century. Rachmaninoff wrote it, and in the very early days of recording, recorded it. And at a time when every household, it seemed, had a piano, people were playing this piece. It was a very, very familiar theme. So it was a good choice, an obvious choice for Eddie to select, but it didn't really translate completely to the guitar. So what he did was he adapted it. So I like to think of this as a paraphrase on the famous prelude by Rachmaninoff, recorded May 28, 1927 by Eddie Lang.
right now, we're going to bring them on up here and see if I can make some space for them. Like I said, I was thinking high school under the direction of Mike Hood, who we're going to see on stage a little bit later, playing with my band as well as his own band, Corporate 5. Here is 521 Swing. Alright, where'd you all go? Alright, let's see, where's Ed Massaro? Can we bring Ed up here real quick, please?
Just stand right back there.
Alright, like I said, in the early stages of this, it started off as just a small idea, and Michael and I were going to have a concert. We were thinking about doing a graveside concert at Eddie Lang's grave in Yaden. And I was thinking, well, how can we get some pictures taken and make it more official and get some people to notice this? So I contacted Mayor Michael Nutter's office and applied for a proclamation. And a month later, I was granted it. And unfortunately, Mayor Nutter cannot be here this evening. He had other commitments. But he has sent me in his place to read a little bit of this for you. So I'm going to read part of it. I'm not going to read the entire thing. But here we go. Let's find some good lighting here. Philadelphia is proud to be the nurturing ground for many talented musicians and composers. Perhaps it's something in the water combined with the Philadelphia independent spirit that contributes to our city's love of music and the history of its birthplace and creative talents for all genres of music. One such native talent was Eddie Lang, known as the father of jazz guitar. Born on October 25th, 1902, as Salvatore Massaro, he was the son of an immigrant Italian craftsman of fretted instruments. He studied violin as a youth, but turned to banjo and into guitar, and becoming a professional in 1918 at the age of 16. Considered the first guitar virtuoso, he introduced the now popular instrument to a wider audience and significantly changed the way people listened to music. A very talented musician, he became in demand as an accompanist and a soloist. He was poised at the beginning of the electronic music era and quickly took the lead in adapting guitar music from classical and folk to jazz. Over the course of his career, Lang performed with such diverse artists as Louis Armstrong, Big Spider Beck, Benny Goodman, Bessie Smith, Red Nichols, Paul Whiteman, King Oliver, Hoagie Carmichael, and the list goes on and on and on. He formed an artistic and friendship bond with singer Bing Crosby and became his permanent accompanist. He famously collaborated with violinist Joe Venuti, which resulted in the release of many co-recorded titles. In 1933, his life came to a sudden and tragic end due to complications from a routine tonsillectomy that resulted in a fatal blood loss. Lang was buried in his hometown of Philadelphia on March 30th, 1933. Years after his death, his musical influence and creative spirit inspired jazz artists such as Django Reinhardt and Charlie Christian, among others. While these artists took guitar music to even greater heights, it was Lang's genius that invented a role for guitar in modern music. Therefore, Mayor Michael Nutter, Mayor of City of Philadelphia, does hereby proclaim today, Monday, October 25th, 2010, as Eddie Lang Day.
Hi. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming, and thanks for this. Thanks to the Mayor Nutter, for proclaiming today. It's been a long road for my brother, my father, and myself, and this is just great. And a special thanks to Rich Barnes. I mean, this guy has been great. Put this whole thing together, and I said, well, what are you? He said, well, I'm the event coordinator. So you did a great job, Rich, and I thank you very much.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the Massaro family, friends, relatives, family that's all here tonight, we wish to say thank you. That's great. Thank you.
Well, we are very fortunate to be in the city of Philadelphia because the music of the 20s is kept alive, probably more so than any other city in the country, because we are very honored and very fortunate every New Year's Day to be serenaded by some of the greatest talented and fun bunch of musicians that you could hope to have. And we have some here tonight under the direction of Johnny Simon. This is Furco String Band.
I don't know where you're going to go, but maybe right there. Park my bag.
You better take the other one.
1, 2, 3, 4.